Money isn't all, you know, Jim.
Not when you got it.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at Golden Age Hollywood stars who you may not realise started on relatives' big names. That's not including family connections that are still common knowledge today, so don't expect to see many juniors.
You think I don't know the difference between a wolf and a man?
Number 10. Ginger Rogers. Layla E. Rogers.
Mother, now listen very, very carefully. A man is coming here, a major. He's going to ask you a lot of questions about your little daughter.
What little daughter?
Ginger Rogers was one of the greats during and after Hollywood's vaudevillian era. Frequent collaborator Fred Astaire helped make her an icon, but her mother helped get her tap shoes through the door. After divorcing Ginger's father, Layla E. Rogers led a successful journalism career before writing and directing in Hollywood. Even after remarrying and becoming a devoted stage mum, Layla wore many hats in the film industry. Lucille Ball even credited her acting school as essential to her own career.
Don't start anything here, I'll rent your bag.
Why did I wear the overalls?
Oh, did she say that? Cut it out.
Certainly, Layla's clout as a producer was key to her daughter's success. Layla Rogers may have only acted in The Major and The Minor alongside her daughter, but it's clear where Ginger got her versatile talent.
I think you underestimate us, Major Kirby. Perhaps all a woman wants is to be a photograph a soldier tacks above his bunk.
Number 9. The Barrymore siblings. Barrymore, Drew and Lane families. You sure know that the Barrymore name has been a Hollywood institution since Lionel, Ethel and John. In fact, the dynasty predates the screen.
Give me back my friends. Turn them out. And if I do, you get the picture.
The siblings were the children of Maurice Barrymore and Georgiana Drew, both renowned stage actors. The same goes for Maurice's father, William, and Georgiana's parents, John and Louisa Lane Drew. Her lineage on the stage actually goes back to maternal grandparents Frederick Lane and Eliza Trentner. Maurice might have obscured his in-laws' even longer legacy had John not made Drew the middle name of one of his sons. John Drew then passed it to his daughter as her first name, finally giving both the Barrymores and the Drews equal recognition in modern Hollywood.
And I miss them so much while they're gone that when they come back, I just hold on to them for 5 minutes each.
Number 8. Jason Robards. Jason Robards Sr. Claiming the triple crown of acting, Jason Robards transitioned into a new age of film and television with great renown.
This night has opened mine eyes to a great career in store for me, my boy.
His credit has actually been around since the beginning of old Hollywood. Jason Robards Sr. was an esteemed Broadway actor who maintained his leading man status going into silent film. Tragically, he faded into bit parts with the rise of the talkies.
There, dear. Don't let it worry you.
This disillusioned the idea of Hollywood for his son, whose namesake carried more weight for him in the theatre. He dropped the Junior from his stage name after his father's death. The Junior Robard may be a prime example of an actor rising above nepotism, but he was openly remorseful about his father's downfall.
I can't do the reporting for my reporters, which means I have to trust them. And I hate trusting anybody.
Number 7. Buster Keaton. Joe and Myra Keaton. Before America fell for the name Keaton, they learned it one town at a time. Joe and Myra Keaton were a vaudeville couple billed as the Two Keatons in a traveling medicine show. Then 2 became 3 with the addition of Joe Jr., affectionately nicknamed Buster. His father taught him everything about the eccentric dance and slapstick that some audiences mistook for real onstage child abuse. The already notorious family act would end with Joe's drinking problem driving Myra away with their son.
One of the most important things in big business is promptness. You must be reliable. I'll deliver it myself.
Buster Keaton thus achieved independent stardom in silent movies and is now regarded as one of the most influential comedic filmmakers of all time. He probably couldn't have done it without his parents' mentorship and infamy. Number 6. Tyrone Power. Tyrone Power the first and second, and Ethel Lavenue. Versatile matinee idol Tyrone Power's name actually went back 3 generations. His acting chops went back 4.
You must have been raised pretty religious.
Yeah, in a county orphanage.
Didn't you have any folks?
If I did, they weren't much interested.
Power first entered the industry on the strong reputation of his father, whose middle and stage name was Tyrone. He has thus become retroactively recognised as Tyrone Power Sr., though the lineage was founded on the British stage by his grandfather, William Grattan Tyrone. His own son, Harold, may have never found such success in acting, but his wife, Ethel Lavenue, definitely did. The man most commonly recognised as Tyrone Power really does have the acting bug throughout his esteemed family tree. And the tradition kept going with his 3 children, including the rather inaccurately billed Tyrone Power Jr.
Luann, your eyes are emerald green.
Number 5. John Huston. Walter Huston. Though John Huston is best recognised as a groundbreaking writer-director, he was also a prolific character actor.
Or perhaps they've discovered the more I pound the piano, the less I pound them. They're probably right.
It's only natural, given his parentage. Walter Huston was a celebrated leading actor who moved away from Broadway to Hollywood just in time for the talkies. He was nominated for 2 Academy Awards before winning one for The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, written and directed by his son. Walter passed away not long after that, having never lost momentum as a stage and film actor.
You have too much to live up to. Because there'll never be another like me.
Some may argue he has since become a relatively esoteric old Hollywood figure against John and his daughter Angelica's influence on New Hollywood. But with his other grandchildren and great-grandson Jack, Walter's on-screen talents carry on. Number 4. Elizabeth Taylor, Sarah Southern. Elizabeth Taylor was a singular force of style and talent on the screen.
Just as the Mother Nile feeds and replenishes the earth, I am the Nile.
Such was the case for her mother on the stage, but Sarah Southern retired from acting after marrying Francis Len Taylor. Despite initial objections to Elizabeth entering the grind of the film industry, Southern wound up the strictest of stage mums. Unfortunately, her experience in the field had less impact on her daughter's breakout than Francis's connections as a Beverly Hills art galleryist. It was a sadly quintessential story of sacrifice and superficiality behind a woman's rise in old Hollywood.
Boy, you can go on forever, and everything is manageable. You make all sorts of excuses to yourself. To hell with it. This is life.
Elizabeth Taylor would help change the way starlets of her caliber were respected in drama, with her mother's often harsh support and influential talent. Number 3. Charlie Chaplin. Charles and Hannah Chaplin. The name Charles Chaplin now makes one picture a cinematic pioneer, or at least his lovable tramp character. By the late 19th century, the name was big enough in London's music hall scene to make marquees in America.
When you're courting off your sweetheart with an ardour none can check.
Singer Charles Chaplin Sr. had previously met and performed with his wife Hannah by her stage name Lily Harley. But don't be so quick to write off their son's underdog myth. After Hannah's career and marriage both imploded, the successful Charles allowed his estranged family to fall into poverty. Young Charlie Chaplin's name ultimately held little for his comedic brilliance and experienced sense of humanist drama.
You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure.
He made sure his many relatives and descendants could follow his prosperity in the entertainment industry. Number 2. Grace Kelly. John, George and Walter Kelly. Grace Kelly went from Hollywood royalty to Monaco royalty, but the princess consort didn't have entirely humble beginnings. Her father, John B. Kelly Sr., claimed fame as the first Olympic rower ever to win 3 gold medals before becoming a powerful Philadelphia industrialist. He also dabbled in politics, serving as National Physical Fitness Director under FDR. Meanwhile, 2 of his brothers acted in vaudeville. George was also a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, while Walter's successful transition into film was cut short by a fatal car accident in 1939.
Glad to be aboard, Captain. I was with your father in the Philippines. I'll never forget the night we were going ashore at Lewis.
Yes, I remember quite well. Very well. He told me about it.
Despite this and many more tragedies, the stage was set for Grace to follow her uncles into acting. Granted, the incomparable movie star and monarch really made a name for herself.
I'm just a girl from the country. The theater and the people in it have always been a complete mystery to me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Mickey Rooney. Joe Yule. Mickey Rooney broke out as one of the definitive names in child acting. It's easy to assume that the boy was a natural.
Oh, I get you, Pop. I've got to show you just like the rest of the world. I thought we could help you, but you don't want us on the stage, do you?
In fact, he was the son of Joe Yule, a sensational vaudevillian and big screen character actor. He's probably best known for headlining the Jigs and Maggie film series.
Oh! Maggie!
Still, Joe Jr. had to build his own career after his parents separated. Nellie Carter, herself a performer, landed her son the lead in the Mickey Maguire series. Amid a copyright suit with the source material's authors, Joe Jr.'s name was changed to his characters, then to Mickey Rooney. Whether Joe Yule can have a direct claim to his son's success, it suggests that many Nepo babies just have talent in their genes.
You did good, didn't you?
You did great. You did great.
What are some other old Hollywood family connections that may be obscure in today's pop culture? Take us back in the comments.
Change out of $5, please.
$5? It's the biggest bill I've seen here this afternoon.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.